Hi everyone, today's video is going to cover the rotation section of a jump. So I've already done a video for takeoff and I've done a video for landing, looking at the two ends of the jump, so this is the middle bit. It's aimed kind of at all levels, but will help you if you're kind of first getting the concept of rotation, or you want to try to get more rotation, so you're moving maybe from a single to a double, or even beyond that. This is going to be quite an energetic sort of video. I'm going to keep it quite short because it's going to be quite tiring. It is going to be energetic. It's going to involve jumping and sort of plyometric movement, so you need to make sure that you've got a better floor than ideally I have. So really something like flat, nice level grass outside is good because it's softer. Obviously not undulating or anywhere where you're going to land awkwardly. Try to avoid concrete surfaces, not good on your knees. If you are inside, like obviously a sprung floor would be better, or sort of soft matting to help kind of reduce the impact. Make sure that you're warmed up before you do it. Make sure you have good footwear on, something that's got support, something that's going to have suspension built in, that's going to help soften your landing, so that we're trying to keep you as safe as possible. Okay, and yeah, here we go. So basically we have a mid-air position. So aside from your waltz jump or through jump, whatever you're calling it, single salco and single toe loop, and things like that's pretty much it. Things like little hops and stuff and split jumps and those kind of things that are not listed elements. Waltz jump also isn't a listed element. Everything else involves a rotation, a mid-air rotation position. As soon as you come into any kind of double jump, you're also going to be using that mid-air rotation position. So basically what we do here is we stack the weight over one foot with the cross position. Generally the arms would cross to the side of the body that the foot's crossed to, so whichever is your landing foot, your arms are going to go to that side. Slightly, not dramatically twisted, but sort of over sort of the bust area really, so just off centre. That way when you open out, you're in line to break the rotation and everything's over the supporting side. If you're central, you have to kind of get yourself over the landing side. So this is our mid-air position. We're doing it on what should be pointed toes in the air. The foot is off and we want to cross at the ankle. Okay, something that I see quite commonly is people doing what we call a leg wrap, which is when you get this, where they cross too high. That slows down your rotation in the air, so you want to be crossed and nice and low. Now, if you're doing a single, you're probably out here. Double, it's kind of there. Triple, quad as tight and squeezed in as you can. Okay, it's going to get tighter and tighter and tighter because it's going to make you more streamlined, more aerodynamic. You need to work on being able to transfer to that position. So if you're going for one of the first kind of three listed jumps, the axel, salco and toe loop, axel being like a development of a waltz jump, you have a weight transfer to that side. So you're going to have to think of practicing the up and in. Okay, that goes with it. With toe loop, it comes past, obviously you should stay backwards, but it still has that weight transfer to that side that's important because you're taking off from the other foot. So you've got to think about the shoulders and hips moving as one in that movement. So we don't turn the arms and then follow through because it's going to throw your position. Posture. Normal thing that I talk about, ribs in, hips under. If you twist first, then this side is left behind and it's slowing you down. It has to move, if we take axle, as one movement through, so you want to time that toe loop. The foot comes past, so we're not turning the shoulders. It all comes as one and transfers over. Salco from the back inside edge, round as one transfer over. And you want to work that and get that timing. Okay, I've put a mat down, I might move that actually. I've done it for the softness of landing, but it's getting in the way. But you should definitely have something that's soft on the floor. The other three jumps, loop, flip and lutz, they don't involve a weight transfer. So your toe goes in on Lutz and flip. So Lutz is on back outside edge, toe goes in, flip on the back inside edge, toe goes in, and you're straight into that side. Okay, so you're from the point you take off, you're on the foot you're going to land on, unlike Salchow axle and toe loop. Loop jump was always my favourite as a pro skater. You literally are in position, all you have to do is pull in. So that's actually the easiest one to get your rotation position. On the ice, when you get back on, lots and lots of backspins. So you're practicing bending and pulling in to your rotation side. And pulling in. You can do that on the spinner at home. Certain spinners actually have the rocker in place, so you can really feel the spinning action more similar to what we have on the ice. It's not exactly the same, but it's closer. If the rocker's central, like you get on some of the ballet spinners, it feels a little bit different. You end up compensating, but you can still practice that pulling in at the same time, so the arms and legs working as one. Rotation comes from twist and lift. So there's our twist, we're set up to the opposite side, and then we twist in and lift up and lengthen through the body. Twist and lift. So obviously I didn't have a spinner, but with me, I did have a spinner, but it's not me. Bend, twist, and lift. No. Okay. This arm. Okay, when we're getting rotation, we do use the arms. If they're flop, generally there is muscle engagement. There's muscle engagement through the core, through the legs, and here. This is powerful. Something that's quite good to do is take a stretch band, wrap it around. I think I've done this in one of the other videos, and get that pull back and in. So you work the strength into that position, pull and through. Okay, it's got to be powerful, it's strong, the elbows down, the wrists are in front to that side, level shoulders, head up. Okay, so you can use that to pull that side through. Okay, so whether you're doing it on axle takeoff or a loop takeoff, let's take off, flip, toe loop, whatever it is. I don't know if I did like Salchow versus axle. That side is strong. It's time with the leg. It means you've got lots of power and strength, and you're getting and you're using that to start your rotation position. So you want to work that side. Obviously, if you rotate the other way, it's the other side. Not as strong because it's not my rotation side, but same thing. The left side's pulling in to the left and through. Work it. So for that, on this side, we'll wrap it around. Pull the left arm back, pull in, and just do it. That's not tension, but practice with the band. Okay, so that leaves us to what's in the air. Couple of little exercises to work on. We're going to do half turn, whole turn. And as much as you can. So, with the first ones, the half, whole, we're just going to keep the feet in parallel. Okay, they're going to close in because we want to have our weight central, but we're not going to cross. I'm going to cross on the full rotation. You know what? I'm just going to take that away because I don't actually trust that on the floor. So, facing forward, I'm going to my side. So I'm going to turn over my left shoulder, left arm's in front. I'm going to bend. The first thing is just do a few to warm yourself up. Bend and lift, just to find that feeling of lifting up and getting the air time. Okay, and then we'll do it. So we're going to go half. Oh, sorry, that was a whole. Forget that. So we're going to go half, whole, rotate. That's about 1.5. Pulling nice and tight. You need to get the up. So you need to go back. Ideally, go back and have a look at my takeoff video. I talk about getting that kind of suspension moment where you push up and you like hang in the air, and you can almost feel it kind of shaking. That's why your rotations, you've got time to rotate. When you first develop femoral rotation, you're going to be wanting to get into the rotation as quick as possible. As you get stronger and more used to the jump, you can start to delay and even rotate on the way down. But to begin with, it's getting into that position as fast as you can, reacting. So just do a couple of practices of up, getting the feet crossed, coming down, so that when you do that final one where you just rotate, you can get there as quick as possible and you've got as much air time. Bend, and up, bend, and react quick. Back to the half, whole rotate. In fact, you can even just do one on the spot to get you going and get centered, and then half, whole. That wasn't particularly far around. Rotate, keep a rhythm, down up, down up, down up, like a syncopated type feel. Okay, keep the core strong, use your centre. We do not spot. This is something that I get asked about spinning, and obviously it works the same in jumps. We don't spot, we feel. You refocus your vision at the point of landing. So we go, just once in the spot, half turn, whole turn. Keep the head in line with the body. Okay, you might want to practice for weight transfer, jumping up and down. So for like Axel or Salchow, we're going to do our H position, which I talk about in the takeoff video. H, and then push down and over that to that side, so you can feel yourself get that first part of the turn. We move as one, we go with the circle. Okay, so skating, as you all know, works on circles, you should all know. With the exception of Lutz, everything else is naturally set up with your circle. So Axel, you're going with the circle, the body's already going through. Salchow is exactly the same, you're going with it. Toe loop, you're going round it. Loop, circles here, again you're going with it. Flip, your circles here, you're going with it. They're all based on 3 turns. Lutz is slightly different, it's based on a counter. So, with Lutz...
I don't know that one.
I apologise, that was my Alexa. With Lutz, your circle is going this way. So I'm on a back outside edge, my circle's here, and I'm naturally turning over, this is based on anti-clockwise rather, anti-clockwise rotation, the more common way. My circle's to the left of me, and I'm naturally going to turn over the right shoulder to actually get into the jump. I still turn the same way, I don't change my jump rotation. So I've got to then change and turn into this, turn against the circle that I'm on. Because if I was turning with it, I'd be going that way over the other shoulder. So there you have to practice that pull into that side. Find it, keep strong, engage core, 3. Okay, so you want to practice your weight transfers, whether it's up and over for Axel, following your circle, or Salchow or toe loop, with it and pulling in for loop. Flip is very, very similar, it's just with an extension there. Okay, or with Lutz, pull in one way and then countering it to go in the other way. Practice the in-out of the feet so you can find that cross nice and quick. And yeah, with Axel, I'll show you an Axel first. You want to get some rhythm to your jumps. So I haven't got a lot of space, so you need to make sure you have enough space. I would do Axel with a tap toe, like a side step, and then push in. Think of your body position, the nice strong core, as you go into tap. I'm having to sort of set it in a very small space. So go there, I'm going to weight transfer, get my posture, and push out. Loop. You can do, to practice lead pills, things like this, you can do a bit of a rock, so you're hugging your circle, and then you're going to try to go you can get that rocking momentum where you can't actually get any push on the ice, and then push through. And obviously, if you are the other way around, you can do all the same exercises, the rock, rock, rock. I'm not going to try to jump the axle over that side with rotation, etc. And the basic exercise is the half, half, hold, rotate. Not to my rotation side, as you can see. So there's a few little tips. Hopefully there's something there you can use that can help you to start to work your practice. Remember, it's twist and lift, it's quick reactions, good posture, good cross position, so you're aerodynamic, engaged core, so that you're holding that position when you're in the air and that you're over the side when you come down. Pointed toes, little thing, do practice releves to strengthen the calves, the ankles and the Achilles, so that when you're in your mid-air position, you're pointing all the way down. At the point we actually come off, it's like full point in ballet at that very last moment, and then you want that in the air. Any break in the line, like a flexed foot, a lean forward, a leg that's wrapped too far round, whatever it might be, it slows your rotation down and it's going to minimize or limit what you can achieve. So you want to work on these positions, tons and tons of backspins when you get on the ice, and if you have a spinner, perfect. Whilst you're off the ice. Alright everyone, hopefully that was useful. I will see you soon. Bye bye, stay safe.